Howdy friends, welcome to another episode of the Blues Heart Biker. Hey everybody, welcome to the Blues Heart Biker channel. All right, now I'm gonna tell you today we're here with Julio at Julio's Customs here, and you guys, we met Julio at the Valley Swap Meet, not this last time, but last month's episode, and he invited me to come by and hang out at his shop, and we're here, Julio. So yeah. How's it going, man? Tell us a story about Julio's.
Good. Well, thank you for coming.
You bet, brother.
And Julio's Custom Studio, we've been around here in the Valley for about 20 years, and we were here in this location where the old Renegade Classics and Ride Motors has been for about 10 years now. We used to be the last shop on the left, and I'll show you guys in a minute inside. But you know, we're a full-service custom art studio. That's the main job here of the shop. And what that means is, you know, we're the artists of the car world and the bike world. So we do all the custom paint jobs, all the, you know, insurance work, collision repair, for all the custom work. So if you got a brand new bike and you got a couple scratches or chips, or if it was unfortunate and you went down on the bike, we can fix it for you. If you've had a bike for a while and you
put your own touches on,
you paid it off already, and you want to, you know, you've done the chrome, you've done the exhaust, you've done the wheels, and you're ready for that personal touch, we can custom paint it as mild or as wild as you want it. So you know, let me show you a little bit of what we're working on.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff out here, a bunch of motorcycle stuff, and so what are we doing here?
This is a street glide that we're working on, and this gal she's had multiple bikes, and she's had a couple different custom painted bikes, but she's never had her own personal custom painted bike that's to her touch.
Okay.
So right now what you see is we've already body worked it, painted it, added flake, added lace, added black, added pearls. You can't see it now because it's all been sanded over.
Right.
All these red lines, it's going to have a pinstripe in between each one, and then it's going to have a lot of airbrushed murals of Pancho Villa. It's going to have mariachi, it's going to have charros, it's going to have Benjamin Pratt on there. She says, you know, all these guys always get women on their bikes. I don't want no woman on my bike. She goes, I want a guy on there. Okay, so
she's gonna have her own bike, huh?
Yeah. And then this particular one here, this is a soft tail. It's a custom soft tail. The bike's got a fully built SNS motor, and this is for a local pastor here in town, and he wants same thing, a unique, personalized, custom one-of-one bike, with a custom paint job. So what you see here, it's silver. Then we've already started adding all the patterns and the graphics, and then there's a silver flake over it. In this area here, we're going to paint it white, and then over all this here, it's going to be a candy purple. So the bike will be a two-tone, white and candy purple.
Oh wow, nice.
And then all these graphics will be underneath.
Oh wow, okay. So it'll be like ghost graphics, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we're going to do silver leaf and pinstriping on the bike as well.
Oh, nice.
And we'll put it all back together, cut it and polish it.
Yeah. And then you got some beginnings of some stuff here.
This is one that we're just starting. It's a Yamaha, but you know, he's kind of doing it a Vicla style, a Chicano style lowrider bike, and he wants something different. You know, he says he sees a lot of Harleys out there, and kind of like back in the chopper days, there was a lot of Harleys, Triumphs, and Yamaha choppers.
Yeah.
So he wants to
650
do
Yamaha was a.
So he's got a lot of custom parts on it, and we're gonna do candies, flakes, pearls, patterns, and graphics on his in different blue tones.
Yeah. Wow. Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah. Come on in.
And if you guys see this, it's all lace right in here. You do the lace work and everything, huh? Yeah. Look at that, man. That's really cool. All right, let's go in and see what's happening inside.
Come on inside.
Look at this, man.
And everything's for sale.
Everything is for sale. I like that. So if anybody sees anything they want in here, you know, hit up Julio. His info is going to be down in the description below. And we've got some t-shirts here. All the stuff for your man cave, huh? And if they want to buy one of these t-shirts, somebody wants to order one of these t-shirts, they just call you?
Yeah, you can give us a call or come on by the shop.
Come on by the
Monday
shop.
through Friday, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So we started carrying a lot of different brands. You know, started carrying like some chip foos. And these are some of our classic tees, we call them. They're like, this is Dinuba Main Street Car Show 2000. This is Fig Garden Car Show 2000. You know, stuff that you're not going to find at the mall.
Right, right.
And all these shirts are $10. And then all of our shop tees, you know, we started, people kept asking, well, these are nice, Julio, but where's your designs?
Right.
Where's your artwork? We know that you can design, we know you can do the artwork. Where's some of your own shirts? We want to support you. So like this is one we did for Sturgis in 2021. This is one of our own designs. This year we're going to come out with about 6 more designs. And then we have our own shop t-shirt. And we have hats and hoodies and a lot of different things. We also started carrying Pendleton brand. So there's Pendleton
So you've got
signs.
some Pendletons.
Yeah, there's some Pendleton signs.
There we go.
For the man cave, for the garage. There's some beanies. This is also from a local artist here in town. So he creates a lot of man cave art stuff for the office. So there's like spring and sprocket. There's valve cover key ring holders.
Look at those valve covered key ring holders, friends. I got spark plugs. You can hang your keys on the spark plugs.
Yeah.
And that's cool because you got the little ridges, the things won't fall off of there.
Yeah.
And everything's for sale.
Everything's for
How
sale.
about this lamp right here? Look at this thing.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's got an old Chevy speedometer on it there, and a hubcap on top, and a little. It's made out of a little distributor.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is, man. Somebody needs to buy that. Yeah, that's pretty dang cool, man. Got
This is probably a late 1930s, early 1940s Dodge. We just turned it into a counter.
Wow. That is cool, man. That is really cool.
And then we got our front engine, our dragster up there.
Oh, wow. And then you got your...
Yeah, so this is some of the artwork that we do, you know, so just to show you some of the stuff that we can do. We've been featured on many different magazines.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been in Fishtails magazine, Lowrider Scene magazine, and this is another example of just some of the work that we can do. This is some of the projects that we've done in different classes. We can do all the sheet metal fabrication if you wanted your fender stretched. In this particular case, this is a one-off fender.
Okay.
So this fender actually, what we did is we split it down the center. We added about 1 inch at the bottom, so it kind of ducktails out.
Okay.
And then most Harley fenders are straight and flat. This one, we had it bead rolled and added a lip all around the edge. And then we shaved the turn signals, we shaved the tail light, we shaved the license plate off, and then we brought the tail light down lower. And then we stretched the fender itself.
And you did all that metal work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the inner fairing for the bike that we showed you outside. This is the outer fairing.
Yeah.
And so next is candying this, pinstriping everything.
Yeah.
Here's her matching helmet.
Oh, wow. She's going to have a matching helmet, too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now this right here, this was, those were murals that I painted in Iraq.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was in the Army for 8 years.
Oh, okay.
I did 8 years in the Army. I was a part of the 729th Transportation Company here in Fresno, truck drivers, and I was a cook over there.
Okay.
And then in 2004, we got deployed to Iraq. And then just to kill time and to keep my mind busy, you know, I took my sketchbooks and I took my color pencils and I would just draw and doodle and, you know, take my mind off the war.
Yeah.
And the guys would ask me, hey, Sergeant Hernandez, can you do a tattoo for me? I want to get this tattoo when I get back to the States. I want a snake, I want a skull, I want a sword. Yeah.
So you started designing.
I started trying to, you know, hey, can you do this design for my girlfriend or for my wife? You know, I can't draw a stick figure, but I'll pay you for it.
Yeah.
And I would tell the guys, no, don't worry about it. You know, it helps me take my mind off the war and helps me kill time.
Right.
And I would write letters, you know, to my wife and to my family members. And I was always draw on the envelopes. And I was there in country about 3-4 months. And then a sergeant of mine says, hey, Sergeant Hernandez, you know, the Command Sergeant Major's gonna have an art contest. You should enter. And I thought, well, you know, I don't know, there's 30,000 soldiers on this base. you know, what are the odds of making it? He goes, well, it's just in the battalion, so it's 1,500, and I'm the command sergeant major's driver, and not everybody's gonna enter, not everybody's artistic. So if you enter and you turn something in, you know, I can't guarantee you're gonna win, but you know, I take them to all his meetings, I take them to lunch. Yeah. So I'll kind of put yours at the top of the stack if he asks my opinion. But he says, if you don't turn nothing in, I can't help you. Yeah. So I ended up doing a drawing for him, not knowing what was going to happen. And one day I go to the chow hall, and they tell me, "What are you doing here?" I said, well, I came to work. They said, "Oh no, this soldier over here, they're covering your spot. You know, Sergeant Major's waiting for you down at battalion headquarters." Oh shoot! So I went down there, and I met Sergeant Major, and he tells me, "So you're the famous artist?" He said, "Yes, Sergeant Major." He goes, "Well, I want you to do these paintings for me. I picked yours as the winner. You win a 4-day pass to Qatar. Nice. And I want you to put them on a wall for me. Can you do that?" I said, "Yeah." Wow. He says, "Well, how long is it going to take you?" I said, "Well, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months." He, "Well, why so long?" I said, "Well, I work 12 hours, you know, a day. I work 6-7 days a week. So I'll come on my time off and on my days off." And he said, "No, young man, I don't think you understand what's happening. You're not gonna go back to the chow hall. You're gonna be my personal artist." Oh wow! So yeah, man. He said, "All you're gonna do is just paint murals for me." Wow! So I painted a mural for him, and I did that one, and then I finished that one for him, and he liked it. He wanted me to do a second one. So then this was the second one I did for him here. So you guys can see that. Yeah, wow. During this war, they unlike World War II. In World War II, you know, you would have the most creative, artistic soldiers. They would paint the bombers, so you'd see like the Memphis Belle, and you'd see a lot of the bomber planes. And then I'm not sure, some of them, they allowed some of them to paint the trucks in Vietnam. Yeah. But in this war, they didn't let us do any of the vehicles or any of the transportation or any of the airplanes. But they had these big T-walls. So when we'd get mortar attacked, these walls would were blast walls. They would protect us. Right. And would protect, you know, different buildings. Well, this was the first painting that I did. And, you know, unknowingly, I was already pinstriping then. Right. You know, because I always like how flames are one color, but then they're outlined in a different color. Right. And I always thought, man, I called it an outline. And I remember I would try to do a pinstripe, and I would just do like 1 inch at a time. Right. And I go, man, I wish I could just pull a longer line. So I ended up just getting a cheap, you know, hog hair brush, some painter's tape, and a stick, and I broke it, and I just made it with longer hairs. And from there, I can go 4 inches. I can go 6 inches. And without even knowing it, I was already pinstriping out there in the middle of the war. Wow, wow. So I ended up doing a total of 5 murals while I was in Iraq. Wow, nice. And then I came back to work. I worked as a maintenance mechanic for many years, and I would do pinstriping and custom paint on the side. Yeah. And one day, a friend of mine sends me a picture on Facebook. He says, "Hey, does this look familiar?" I said, "Well, yeah, that's the first painting that I painted, but I see green trees and green grass. You know, where is that at? That doesn't look like it's in Iraq." He said, "It's at Fort Eustis in Virginia." He said, "I had some training to do, and they actually brought it over, and it's at the U.S. Army Transportation Museum." Oh, wow. So I ended up calling the museum, and I asked them, "Well, why is it that the building is there, or the wall is there?" He said, the president at the time decided that there was anything that was of historical significance to the war in Iraq should be brought back. Wow. So he authorized every branch of the military from multiple museums to go back and collect any historical artifacts. Wow. So somebody snapped a picture of it, emailed it back to one of the honchos, they approved it, and they said bring it back. So they said they were telling me, I was listening on the phone with my jaw on the floor, and they're telling me, well, we got a flatbed truck, we got a crane, we put the mural on top of the truck, we drove it down through Iraq, and after that we put it on a Navy ship in Kuwait. Wow. We came across the Atlantic. We unloaded it on the East Coast. We brought it to the museum, and now we have it.
Wow. Now, have you been back there and seen it?
No, I keep wanting to go back. But I went to DC last year, but I didn't get a chance to go and to that museum.
Yeah.
But that was the moment that I said, that was my aha moment. I was still pinstriping. Yeah. And I was still painting, but it was just kind of doing it on the side. I wasn't really doing it professionally. I didn't. It wasn't my full-time work. Yeah. And at that moment, I thought, people are seeing something in me that I'm not seeing in myself. Right. So what I would do is I would work at the dairy for swing shift and graveyards. Right. And then on my days off and on my time off, I would go knock on doors. I would go to body shops around town. I'd get in my little truck, work out of the back of my truck, and eventually I quit. Wow. I got 5 years at the plant, and I got vested in the union, and people used to laugh at me and tell me, you're gonna quit, this full-time job full of benefits to go play with paint? And I said, yeah. Yeah, man. They said, well, aren't you scared? I said, well, I had already did 8 years in the Army. I already did a tour in Iraq. Yeah. I've already worked here 5 years. Yeah. If it doesn't work, I could always come back. Right. So come on in, I'll show you guys a little more. Yeah, let's go take a look at the shop. Pretty cool vintage t-shirts here, look at that. Pretty cool, man. Anything you guys need, they got it here. All right. So this is a 1964 Impala, and this gentleman has been showing it here in the valley for about 30 years. And he still takes home a lot of trophies, but he recently became the president of his club, and Old Times Car Club. Yeah, Old Times Car Club, and he's ready to take it up another level and take it up another notch, not only for himself but for his club and for low riding here in the valley. So what we're gonna do here is, this is the color that was on there now. Yeah. It's had some scratches and chips, and some of the paint is flaking off. So we're gonna pattern out this whole thing. We're gonna sand it, then we're gonna spray it silver. After silver, we're gonna spray a silver flake. We'll clear it, and then we'll start laying patterns, and we'll start doing candies and patterns and graphics and pinstriping. And we'll clear everything and cut and polish it. After that, we're gonna do some gold leaf designs down the side, and some pinstriping down the side and on the hood. Oh, this is nice. This is my spice rack. Okay. So at home everybody's got their kitchen and they got all their herbs and their spices. Well, here in the custom paint shop, this is what we got. We got all the pearls, all the flakes. Wow, everything it takes to make it happen. Yeah, everything it takes to make it happen here. All the different colored flakes and graphics. We have all our candies. Everything we use is House of Color or Durafil. All right. A little demo here for you guys. A little off-the-cuff demo right here. Look at that.
Fresno's Classic Rock 95.7 The Fox. This kind of...
just keep going and going. And
Man,
going.
that's amazing. Yeah, we keep doing this. You'll have the whole toolbox painted up. That's really cool, Julio, man. So if any of you guys need any pinstriping, man, look at that. You saw it right there. Look at that. That thing's a creation right there. Just off the cuff. Just imagine if you designed something, you know, that would be great.
Oh, yeah, we can do that to a whole car, a whole bike.
Yeah.
Let's walk over to the other shop and show you what we're working on.
Yeah, let's go to the other shop.
It's a Jeep that they want us to color match the bumpers, just paint them black. And then she wants, you know, an American flag design down the side to match her seat covers. And then we did a little something
Wow.
on the hood as well. We still got to pinstripe it.
Oh wow, look at this thing. Man, oh man. No project too small.
Yeah. So this is a 1939 Indiana that we're working on for the Sanger Fire Department.
Yeah.
And this fire truck right here is very, very, very special to myself and especially to the city of Sanger and the community of Sanger. So this is a truck that it's been in the city for many, many, many years. And once it's been decommissioned, now they started using it for the parades.
Okay.
So this is the truck that Santa comes riding down the street on. It's the last float in Sanger's Toyland Parade.
Aha.
And once, you know, it's the unofficial start of Christmas in Sanger, when all the kids see Santa coming down Main Street, downtown Sanger, riding on this fire truck. That means it's time for Christmas. Yeah.
Is that like a Thanksgiving Day parade or a
They
Veterans
do
parade?
it the first week of December.
Oh, okay, okay.
So this truck, we've already went and had it serviced and tuned up and the suspension rebuilt. And right now we're stripping it all down. It's gonna get repainted white, a nice fresh coat of white, and all the gold leaf's gonna get done, all the pinstriping, all the ornate artwork.
Wow.
It's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful showpiece. All the chrome's gonna be re-chromed. All the stainless is gonna be polished. And then all the brass is gonna be polished as well.
Well, cool, man. Well, so what kind of motorcycle you ride? You have a
I got a
Shovelhead, don't you?
1972 Shovelhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're restoring right now, and we're gonna make it totally custom.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard to, you know, spend all these hours and all this time, you know, on someone's bike, and then you see it leave.
Yeah.
And you can't enjoy it, you can't ride it.
Right.
And or going to a car show or a motorcycle show, and it's like, well, show us some of your work.
Yeah.
Well, they took it on Friday.
Right.
Yeah. So we picked up a bike, and it's right here at Ride Motors right now.
Yeah.
And they're doing some electrical work to it. But the plan is to make it a, you know, one-off show bike.
Yeah.
That we can showcase all our work, all our fabricating skills, just, you know, everything and anything that we can do here at the shop. We want to show off all our skills and trades, as well as all the partners and all the teammates that we work with, all the local shops here around the valley that we work with, the engravers, the upholsters, you know, everyone else, all those local shops that help us do what we can do here.
All right, well, Julio, we're over here at Ride Motors. There's Vince over there from Ride Motors. You guys remember Vince? And Julio said that his Shovelhead's over here at Ride Motors, which is right next door to Julio's shop. We're going to take a look at his Shovelhead right now. And there it is. And this is a 70, what year?
This is a 1972 Shovelhead.
72.
And it's got S&S carb and S&S oil pump. It's been ported, polished, cammed and stroked. It's been lowered. It's got a lot of custom parts on it. And right now this is the paint job that it had on it. But as you can see, that's going to be no problem.
Yeah.
We'll be able to come up with a nice custom paint job.
Yeah.
We plan on stretching the fenders and custom painting the frame and just making it a one-off custom bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this bike, one gentleman owned it for about 40 years, and then he decided he wanted to part ways with the bike. So we picked it up, and it was down in Southern California. I have not particularly seen the episode, but he says that, you know, this bike was on an episode of Cold Case, and they have been used in a few different TV shows and commercials down in Southern California.
Okay. When
they wanted a bike in the commercial, or a bike in the ad, or a bike in the show. So he must have had some connections down there to
Cold Case Files.
Yeah.
Something about that sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, it was like a crime TV show. But yeah.
I think maybe I might have saw this bike for sale.
Yeah.
And because there's something I remember seeing this on, maybe it was on Craigslist or something, or
I
anything?
don't know, no.
I saw this bike for sale a couple years ago, maybe.
Maybe.
And it said that this bike was on Cold Case Files.
Perhaps,
I bet this is that same bike.
So we've taken it down to the David Mann Chopper Fest in Ventura.
Yeah.
And then we've taken it to the Cinco de Mayo festival over by Chicano Yank
Yeah.
in Sacramento, and it took first place over there. And then we've taken it to Street Vibrations in Reno, and it took Best Shovelhead over there as well. So, you know,
So just wait till round two.
yeah, you know, but I learned when I was younger, you know, to I would never focus on the mechanical one. I'd always
Right.
focus on the cosmetics.
Yeah.
So this year I'm finally realizing, nah, I think I better focus on the mechanical, get it running right. So that's why I bring it over to Vince.
There you go.
And Thomas, they can get it running good right here at Ride Motors.
Yeah.
And then I'll take care of the paint job, make it look pretty, make it look nice.
Yeah. So when round two hits on this thing, you're going to see some real prize winnings.
Yeah.
Huh? Nice, man. Well, that's really cool, man. Right. We'll have to get over here to Ride Motors sometime, do an episode. He's got all kinds of stuff in here going on. So that would be an episode for the future. That's a service car right there. Yeah. All right. Very cool, man. Very cool. There you go. Well, Julio, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for letting me come and be part of this. And when you get two things, when you get the fire truck done, let me know. When you get the Shovelhead done, let me know. We'll do some more episodes. And if any of you guys need anything like this done, come see Julio, man. You know, you saw what he could do with the pinstriping, just like that. You know, we had we had a masterpiece there in 5 minutes, you know. And motorcycles, cars, everything. Yeah. So, well, great, man. Well, thanks a lot. And what's your phone number again, where people can call you?
The number is 559-797-5484. The shop address is 5494 East Lamona Avenue, Suite 102. We're here at Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And the shop is called Julio's Custom Studio here in Fresno, California.
Julio's Custom Studio, and it's Lamona. It's off of Clovis Avenue near McKinley, correct?
Yes.
You got McKinley over there, isn't it? Yep. Clovis Avenue, McKinley. So, Julio, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for having us here again, and we'll see you next time. I'll see you around, definitely, and you know, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
If you guys need anything, come see Julio, all right? All right, I'm going to wrap things up now, so if you guys could be so kind to hit that subscribe button, give me the thumbs up, and hit that little bell. The bell's going to let you know when I upload new stuff every Tuesday, every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and we do all kinds of cool stuff here, as you can see, hanging out with Julio and going to bike shows, riding bikes, talking to friends. All kinds of fun stuff here at the Blues Heart Biker. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. All right, thanks a lot. Be safe, be cool, have a good time all the time, and take care of each other, all right? We'll see you next time right here on the Blues Heart Biker channel.